Okay, so welcome to class. We're going to begin just by coming to a nice comfortable seated position. So just start to sit nice and tall in your Sukhasana pose of ease, cross legs. Just find that nice gentle position where you relax the legs a little bit, soften the arms, just kind of lift the chest. See if you can feel nice and lifted through your pose of ease. And just gently engage the belly, so you're connecting a little bit into your core. Good. So this is going to be a nice kind of a short sequence, just with a few nice asanas and poses that are going to just maybe start your day off nicely. So it will just help to loosen up the body, open the chest a little bit, and just generally wake the body up and help a little bit with your realignment. Good, so let's begin just by softening the legs, softening the arms, maybe closing the eyes for a moment. Good. And if you want to, you can have a block close by that you can use to support yourself at any time. But don't feel you have to use one. And we're just going to take a few moments just centering, just maybe breathing in, breathing out through the nose. Good, just relaxing, creating that little bit of space, that point between your everyday life and your yoga practice. Good, start to deepen the breathing a little bit more. And just listen to the breath for a moment. Notice your inhale and exhale. Well done. If closing the eyes doesn't feel good, and if you can't be guided by my voice, then you can always just open the eyes a little bit to watch the video. But then once you feel as if you can close the eyes, it's always good to practice with eyes closed. Helps to draw the awareness to the body. Helps to get rid of all that sensory stuff. Good. So nice and gently, let's bring the palms of the hands towards one another, and then draw your hands into your heart centre. We're just going to set an intention for practice. So that can be any intention that you want. It might be to stay in connection with your breathing. It might be just to make sure that you're looking after your body while you work with your practice. Good. One more breath in here. Exhaling, let's just very gently relax the hands, bring them all the way back down, just resting lightly on the knees. Good. And then lifting up nice and tall through the crown of the head. See if you can relax those shoulders a little bit more. Good. And we're going to take a gentle twist here. So we're going to begin this session just with a nice twist, just to work a little bit into the waist. So let's start by taking the left hand over towards that right knee. The other hand comes behind. Try and keep this lovely long line through the whole of the body. As you breathe in, lift up tall through crown of the head, and then as you breathe out, just gently turning just the chest a little bit towards that right side. And you can close the eyes again here, just breathe, feel that lovely twist. Really nice. And then very gently, let's come all the way back to the centre, and then moving over to the other side. So right hand comes towards the left knee. If it needs to be on the shin, that's okay too. And then bring the hands behind. Good. And again, lift up tall through crown of the head, and then as you exhale, find that gentle turn of the chest. The head will just kind of follow with it, so try not to force anything. If you do this every day, you'll find it will get easier and easier, and you'll be able to twist a little bit more, but try not to overstretch at all to begin with. Good. And then nice and gently, let's come all the way back to the centre. If you feel the need, you can just loosen just by moving the waist a little bit. Just some nice gentle circles here, and maybe take them back in the other direction. Good, well done. Really nice. Good. And then come to the centre again. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees and begin a little bit of working cat-cow. So if you need a blanket, you can pop a blanket underneath the knees if necessary. But as you come to your hands and knees, spread the fingers nice and wide, pressing palms of the hands down fully into the mat. Good. Knees are around about a hand's width distance apart. Okay, so really kind of make sure that those knees are underneath the hip points, the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Good. And just for a moment, lengthen through the crown of the head. So looking down towards the mat, engaging your belly. Good. We're going to inhale and just gently lower your belly, look up through the eyebrows, rolling the eyes up. And then as you exhale, come into cat pose. So we draw the belly button in and we round up through the back. Good. Inhaling as you lower the belly, tilting that pelvis forwards. Good. Lifting tailbone, finding a gentle arch, a gentle curve just in the back here. And exhaling, draw your belly button in, rounding. Good. And again, inhaling into your cow pose and exhaling into cat. Nice. 2 more times. Inhaling to cow and exhaling into cat. Stay with your breath. Good. And 1 more time. Just lowering the belly, finding that soft arch in the back. Good. And then nice and gently draw your belly button in and round up and out of those shoulders. We're pressing the fleshy part between the thumb and the finger down into the mat. Good. And then come back to a nice neutral place for a moment. I'm going to walk the hands gently forwards. Maybe the knees come back a little bit. And then this is up to you how wide this distance is between hands and knees. So you may want to stay here and just take some gentle movements backwards and forwards. Or you might prefer to make it nice and wide here so that you can lower the hips down. Good. So we're going to inhale as we draw the hips down. Good. Open your chest and look up. Exhale, draw the hips back. Good. Lovely stretch through the arms as you draw the bottom as close back to the heels as you can. Inhaling forwards and exhaling back. Good, well done. And then again, inhale forwards. Find that lovely full range of movement here. Exhaling back. Good. Inhaling all the way forwards again. Exhaling back. Well done. And just keep going at your own pace. So you might want to close the eyes and maybe speed it up a little bit. Maybe slow it down, maybe kind of tilt the pelvis a little bit as you come forwards and back. Find what works for your body here. Good, and just staying with that breath. Well done. And then 1 more time, all the way forwards, and then we're going to draw the hips back, walk your hands back, take the knees nice and wide, and then release the torso and the forehead down towards the floor. Now, again, if that head doesn't want to come down, it's probably better for you to have a little block here or a pillow or something, and then pop your forehead on it. And then the bottom is more likely to go down over time, and maybe you'll meet here. And then eventually, over time, you'll be able to lower this block and eventually maybe come all the way down to the floor. So this is the process. It just takes time sometimes. So relax all the way down here. Find a place that works for you. And then breathe in and breathe out. Good work. Inhale and exhale. Well done. 1 more breath in here and then gently bring yourself back up to those hands and knees. Good. So we're going to tuck under with the toes here. And then come into our first downward facing dog. So steady your core, really draw the belly button in and then begin to pick up the knees and then take those hips as far back as you can. Good. And maybe a nice gentle pedal here just to get yourself into a nice position. So moving the hips from side to side. Good. Easing the heels down. Well done. And then gently lifting your sitting bones and pressing your chest forwards. So the idea is that we're getting this bottom as far back towards the back end of the mat as we possibly can. We're relaxing the head, and then the feet will eventually, over time, come a little bit lower down towards the floor. Good. Nice deep breath in, and a long breath out. Now, if we want to do a little bit of work for our core here, we're going to come up onto tiptoes, roll yourself forwards, come into your plank, hold for a moment. Draw your belly button back, and then lifting from the belly, draw your hips back. Come back into that down dog. And then you can do a couple of these if you want to. So you might want to rest, that's okay. Or you might want to do a little bit of work with your core, drawing the hips back and then coming forwards. Good. Well done. And maybe a couple more times just to find that lovely core workout here. So your core muscles are your abdominals, they're also the glutes, that's also part of your core, your pelvic floor. Squeeze everything in, that lovely tight corset around you. Good. And then one more breath in, and then let's very gently lower the knees down. And again, just sit back into a lovely child's pose. Take your time getting there if you need to. Good. And then relax all the way down. Nice deep breath in, long breath out. Good, well done. One more breath here, and then we're going to very gently just begin to walk the hands all the way back. Come over onto your bottom. Good, and then bring those legs out in front and come down onto your back, because we're going to be working a little bit with our bridge pose here. Good, so as you lay down, just find that nice connection into your spine. Lovely, a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. Well done. And then bring those heels as close towards the bottom as you can. Good, turning the toes inwards just a little bit. Feet around about hip width distance apart. Walk your shoulders down, see if you can touch the back of the heels. And then taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to gently tilt the pelvis and lift the hips all the way up, moving up towards between those shoulder blades. Good. Take a breath in, exhale, gently rolling all the way down. Good. And then a deep breath in. As we exhale, draw the belly button back and lift your hips up. Good. And again, breath in at the top. Exhaling as you roll all the way down. Well done. Let's do that one more time. This time as we come up, we're going to hold here for a little while. So lifting the hips all the way up, press firmly down into your hands and feet and begin to draw all of those core muscles in. So we're squeezing the belly, we're squeezing the thighs, we're drawing up the bottom a little bit, and then we're beginning to maybe walk the shoulder blades underneath. Good. Press firmly into the hands and feet. Breathe here. Really squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another. Relax the back of the neck though. Good. One more breath in. Exhaling, gently roll all the way down. Well done, nice work. And now just gently bring those knees in towards your chest and just release your back. Good, so take that time just to let go, maybe some soft and gentle circles into your lower back. Good. Really nice. And while you're doing that, just notice the lengthening in your back. Notice as the knees come in towards the chest that the weight is going to just press down gently into your lower back here. Good. You can relax the arms down if you want to. Breathe in and breathe out. So a variation on Apanasana or knees to chest pose. This is great for the digestive system, but also really good for that lower back as well. Good. And then very gently, arms out to the side. We're just going to slowly lower the feet down, draw your core in as you do. Good. And bring the feet nice and close together. Really nice. So we're going to take the knees over to the right side first. You might want to gently shift over onto that right hip. Draw the knees over. Keep both of your shoulder blades down on the floor. Good. Breathe in. As you breathe out, gently turning the head and then just looking towards that outstretched hand on the left side. Well done. Breathe in here and breathe out. A couple of breaths here as you just soften the body down. Good, well done. And then when you feel ready, we're going to draw the belly button back, bring those knees all the way back to centre, and then just softly shift over so that the knees then come to the left. And again, you can kind of intensify this by drawing that hip, that top hip further forwards, bringing the knees towards one another. And then gently looking just towards that right hand. Just breathing in here, just relax the shoulders, soften your face. Well done, nice work. Good, and then with one more breath in here, let's gently just bring the knees all the way back up to the centre. And again, just a moment here just to bring the knees in towards the chest, and we're going to take those legs all the way up towards the ceiling. So draw your knees as close in as you can. Hands come down by the sides of you, flex the feet and press the feet up. Now if you're anywhere near a wall, you can always take them up the wall if that feels good, but I want you to just focus on these hips being nice and level. Drawing the toes towards your face. Good, and maybe some nice gentle circles here if it feels good around the ankles. Good, but remember you can always layer a little bit of work into this. So if you find that you're coming into a pose and you've got the urge to, kind of deepen it, the intensity, or work in a slightly different way, listen to your body. Always trust what your body's telling you. Don't trust what your mind is telling you, but trust what your body's telling you. Good. So version of legs up the wall, pressing away. Feel that lovely leveling of the hips here. Good, well done. And then gently just release, bring those feet in a little bit closer. And we're going to slide the hands underneath the bottom and work into Matsyasana. So working away with those feet. So point the toes, squeeze the knees together, squeeze the thighs together. Draw your belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Wonderful. And then pick up your head, looking down towards your toes. Come up onto your forearms for a moment, and then begin to dome the chest and allow the back of the head or the top of the head to touch the floor. Good. Taking all that weight in the forearms. Arms are nice and close in, and we're pressing the chest up. Good. Squeeze the legs. Stay with your breathing. Beautiful. And then with one more deep breath in, pick up your head, roll all the way down. Good. Bringing the feet to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as you relax. Good. Breathe in. Nice deep breath and a long breath out. Well done. Really let go. So you'd prepared the chest with that bridge poses of rolling up and down, and then you come into that Matsyasana, and it's a lovely opening for the heart center. Nice way to back bend. Good, well done. So now if you want to, you can draw those knees in, take a couple of gentle circles into your lower back. Well done. Really nice. And then we're able to then come into our relaxation. So if you have time to do a little bit of relaxation, you might want to come down onto the floor, maybe grab a blanket. Good, maybe have something over the eyes just to block out the light. And then you can just take a little bit of time just relaxing in Shavasana. Fabulous, so well done. I'm going to bring the hands in just to the heart center for a moment. One more breath in, and then exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that session. Take care. Bye-bye.